How's it going, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? My name is Prodigy. I'm here joined by my great friend, co-host Noir Lil Bomber, and welcome to the Datascape. Today's episode is live as we are streaming this in front of an amazing chat on YouTube and Twitch. Our first live episode of 2025, and with it being 2025, we are closing in on it being the third year since we have last seen Kingdom Hearts 4. But we are optimistic and hopeful, and we won't, I don't want to end 2025 the way we ended 2024 with no Kingdom Hearts information. Like, I genuinely do believe this is our year. Like, we believe it's going to be our year. It's 2024. It's 2025. I mean, look at me. I'm already messing up. Seriously, I think it's going to be our year. Like, what do you think, Noir? Where are you at?
I definitely think that 2025 has a really good chance of showing something Kingdom Hearts 4 related. Just, as you had said, we are bordering 3 years since Kingdom Hearts 4's announcement, which is the only time we have gotten a trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4. And we understand that there was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes at Square Enix that we probably don't fully understand, but that definitely delayed some things. But, now we're getting into this is the time to just stop messing around and actually show something, especially considering that if the leaks that stated that Kingdom Hearts 4 would release in 2026, that would make, if that is valid, then that would make 2025 the year to market Kingdom Hearts 4.
So you're saying that it's time for Square Enix to lock in, basically. Like, it's time for them to lock in with Kingdom Hearts.
Absolutely.
I definitely agree with that. So today, guys, we'll be breaking down when we're likely to see more KH4 with a little bit of missing link discussion, along with some predictions and thoughts on what we'd like to see in the next trailer, which is hopefully this year. Now, while today's episode is live, we also have many episodes that aren't, and if you want early access to some of those episodes and want to support the podcast, become a member on our Patreon down below. For anyone that becomes a patron, you'll get access to an upcoming episode about all things Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. But with that, let's get into the thick of it. I'm not cool. I can't say that without cringing. I don't know. I just wanted to say it for some reason. I just wanted to say it. Okay, anyways, take it away, bro. I'm going to take a step back very quick.
Okay, so I was thinking about different times where Kingdom Hearts 4 could arrive, and obviously, if this was 10 years ago, then we would immediately go to the big three, which was E3, TGS, Jump Festa. But now that E3 has been discontinued and Tokyo Game Show won't happen until like September.
Wait, hold on. I missed that. What did you say the big three were?
The big three for Kingdom Hearts game announcements?
Yeah.
E3, TGS, and Jump Festa.
Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know. I kind of want to throw
that was the big three.
I kind of want to throw D23 in there over
D23 is a contender to like kind of like be a fourth unofficial member of that, but the big three was for sure those three.
My like outlook on that is not to make semantics out of the big three, because there is no big three nowadays. Square shows something whenever they want. Most companies do that nowadays. That's the post-COVID game announcement train now. But D23 maybe doesn't show Kingdom Hearts all the time, but I feel like when Kingdom Hearts is at D23, it's always like the best. It's like one of the best Kingdom Hearts presentations that year. Like, D23, like when they show something at D23, you know it's a big announcement for Kingdom Hearts, or like something crazy. Like, we saw our first ever KH3 gameplay at D23, even though it would be cut and yada yada. We got our first ever release window at D23 for KH3, plus first ever Pixar World at D23. I don't know, like D23, to me, at least during the KH3 life cycle, I think it's part of the big three. Anyways, though, now it matter. Continue with your point. I don't know. My like brain was just like, wait, Jump Festa in the big three? That ain't that crazy. I'm acting goofy.
So, yeah, as John said, we are now hitting a point, or we've hit a point now where companies don't rely on big events like E3 or Tokyo Game Show to show off what they're doing, but they instead will host their own event that that it'll be by their own schedule, and they'll be like, "Hey, everyone, Square Enix event happening next Tuesday at 10 a.m. Be there, be square." No pun intended. So now it's just a matter of when would Square be likely to do that. Summertime is easily a good place to look at it. Looking at June, maybe early July. That's an easy place to look at, just because it was so similar to E3 schedule. People like to do that. Summertime. That's a good place to show off a lot of your games that you're developing, since some companies like to end off their year with their AAA titles, so that most of the money that they're racking from their game releases happen towards the end of the year, and it's just a marketing thing for them. So summertime is a very easy spot to look at. There could also be a time before that where they could have a Square Enix event happening, like say in March, because that would be related to the Kingdom Hearts anniversary and the 3-year anniversary of Kingdom Hearts or Kingdom Hearts 4's announcement, or actually that would be April. But either way, March or April would be a good place to do it as well.
Speaking about like Square Enix events, because I do think that after running through gaming events for 2 years in a row and hoping for Kingdom Hearts and then not getting like any, not that we necessarily expected it at all those events. Don't get me wrong, some people did. Some people were like, okay, I hope it's going to be there, but I'm not expecting it to be there. It's like I've explained this before on the podcast, but the way my brain works, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to this, you're not hoping for Kingdom Hearts to be at every event out of like some toxic hype or whatever. You're there for that 1% chance, that 0.1% chance that something lines up, that you see that Disney logo, that you see that Square logo like back to back, and the adrenaline you get for it, you can't miss it. You're there because you don't want to miss when KH4 does show up. Don't get me wrong, if I wake up to a trailer one day on YouTube, I'll be happy. I'm gonna watch, I'm gonna react to it, but you would love to be there live too, maybe even more. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
speaking about like Square Enix events, I do kind of think Square might lean towards doing their own event. I think that would make more sense for them financially. I don't know the super inner workings of their finances. I do know they're not doing like super duper amazing. And I would imagine it's partially because like AAA titles haven't performed like super crazy for them over the past decade, really. Um, like not saying individual ones didn't perform well, but it's across the board. Like they've had some releases that have been some misses, maybe over investing into areas they shouldn't be. This is why you heard reports about them doubling down even more on their bigger titles rather than releasing a lot of smaller ones that maybe don't reach the quotas they want them to reach. And Kingdom Hearts is one of their bigger titles. We also don't know the stance with Kingdom Hearts, because Kingdom Hearts, while it is one of their bigger titles, the reason Kingdom Hearts doesn't get mentioned in reports like these is because Kingdom Hearts is technically owned by Disney. And even with that, I do think Square has a lot of free reign to show Kingdom Hearts at one of their showcases. So we haven't seen any Square Enix Presents, I think, in a little bit. I want to say, like, I think the last one we had was like something Rebirth oriented, right?
Yes.
And shoot, that was over a year ago now. I'm pretty sure. I think that Square will probably have a presentation this year, maybe around summer. There is rumors that maybe we get one next month, perhaps in February. I think the gamers joint threw out the possibility of a February event by Square Enix. I don't fully know like how true that is or if that'll end up happening, but it is something to throw out there. Gamers Joint is a very reliable news source for Kingdom Hearts, and I think that like shoot, I'm down for a February event personally. Like I'm totally down
Of
for
course, the sooner the better. But someone in the comments or in the chat pointed out that this is also the 20th anniversary of Kingdom Hearts 2's initial release date, because it did release in 2005 in Japan. So But the issue with that is, well, I definitely think that they would definitely do something for the 20th anniversary of Kingdom Hearts 2. The
20
issue is
years has
that it released in December, in 2005, December 22nd. So we're talking about 11 months from now. So that's a lot of time to have other events to show off Kingdom Hearts 4.
I mean, hey,
I'm not disparaging the possibility. I definitely think it is a possibility that we'll see something, but I'm just saying in the long run, that should be like the last time we'll see something.
so let's keep it like let's streamline it a little bit. Do we think Kingdom Hearts 4 shows up this year? Like, yes, no. Well, what do you think?
I am definitely at a yes. Can we put a poll in the chat?
Yeah, let's get a poll going.
Let's get a poll going in the chat.
Let's get a poll going. We'll revisit. But what about like for you? Like, do you think we do get one?
I personally think yes. And I know this is the same song and dance I said a year ago and the year prior,
Same.
but the longer it's been, the more likely it's going to happen because
True.
I
I've been
know
saying this.
I know Square is not dropping the Kingdom Hearts IP anytime soon. They're not, right? Because Kingdom Hearts is easily one of their biggest IPs that they got. They got a huge fan base willing to drop thousands of dollars for the franchise. So, and plus, Square Enix, while we may dog on them for what they do for their games, they are efficient when it comes to storytelling. They will never leave a story on a cliffhanger. And right now, Kingdom Hearts is at a cliffhanger.
Yeah, that will definitely keep this story going for a long time for sure. So far, we have a lot of yeses in the chat for Kingdom Hearts showing up this year. I'm glad to see you guys are optimistic. I'm I feel like I definitely sometimes like the sole optimistic one in the community. Or like, I'm wrong. I'm patient. I'm chilling. I don't sound patient because I'm always talking about it, but I am patient. I promise you. It's just I just talk a lot. You know, we talk about it a bunch. I love Kingdom Hearts. I do think about KH4 a lot, and I want KH4. I want Missing Link. I want to see these games, but I will wait for them because I want them to be good. But I believe that they'll be good. To me, like them being good isn't even like a question. It isn't even like a dang, will it be good? Will it satisfy me? Sort of thing. Like I love Kingdom Hearts. I have a lot of faith in the developers to make a great product. I know some people weren't, crazy about some of the previous games. We're not going to get into that today. But I know some people
Nope.
weren't crazy about the previous games. Personally, I like them. So for me, I'm chilling. I'm excited for KH4. I'm proud to show my excitement for Missing Link. We're out here. So I do think we see Kingdom Hearts 4 this year. When do I think we see it? So breaking it down season by season, we're in like middle of winter right now, early winter. From like winter to June, I think if that like February showcase thing is true, then shoot, I guess we see KH4 in February, right? Even though that's like the thing, the idea is that a showcase is happening in February. That doesn't mean Kingdom Hearts will be at that showcase, even though we want it to be really bad. Like I feel like Square, from what I looked at, their calendar is kind of weak this year. They only really have 7 Rebirth coming to PC. There might be another game I'm missing out on, but I don't think they have any big titles. Definitely not a Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts. No crazy big Dragon Quest game. No Dragon Quest 12. No Nier game. So they 100% got to announce or re-announce something this year because this year looking super dry for them unless they're using this year as the reset year for them. But
Another
I don't
thing
know.
that we could consider is Square Enix is attempting to kind of uh, keep their intentions or their calendar in the dark until it's time to announce something that because I know Square Enix hates the idea of leaks and people trying to get information from their websites or trying to leak out when things will be announced because that has happened before
It actually has
where
happened with Kingdom Hearts 4 too. I think they did say somewhere that Kingdom Hearts 4 was shown so early because they wanted to avoid leaks.
right and shoot, I mean, Kingdom Hearts Missing Link, not Missing Link, Melody and Memory was spoiled by leaks. Like we already knew of the games before its actual announcement. Like that pisses off a company.
Oh yeah, there was a website leak for that, right?
Yes,
I
there was a
completely
website
forgot
leak,
about that.
and there was apparently, or there not apparently, there was a leak before Kingdom Hearts 2.8 was announced, but it was called Kingdom Hearts 2.9. But that still prepped us for the idea of a Kingdom Hearts title coming out that would give us a remake of Dream Drop Distance, along with possibly some stuff related to Key, or maybe a demo for Kingdom Hearts 3. That's what
Honestly,
people said. That's what people said 2.9 would be, and then they showed a leak for a showcase for D23, talking about 2.9, or I don't know if it was 2.9 or TG, or I'm sorry, D23 or TGS, but there was a leak showing Kingdom Hearts 2.9 before 2.8 was actually announced. It was like a week before, I think.
yeah, I know what you're
So,
talking about.
so Square Enix, I'm pretty sure at this point is fed up with people leaking out game announcements and things like that before they actually do it. So they're trying to keep people in the dark. And that way, when they announce it, it will come as a complete surprise to us. Because I remember back in the day when they would drop a trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3 or 2.8 or something, right? Especially if it was a game that wasn't announced yet. They would just drop the trailer randomly, and then everyone would just freak out because no one was expecting it.
It probably is the best route to avoid trailer leaks to just drop it randomly instead of announcing it at a showcase. Because when you announce it at a showcase, you have to put the information in somewhere, and it gets leaked some way somehow at like the showcase. Like someone leaks the list of games appearing. It always happens. Um, I I think we see Kingdom Hearts 4 again. I think before summer or before spring is like a small likelihood. Like I don't really think it will happen. I do think around summer is our best bet. That's because summer, even though E3 is gone, and even though we don't really have any super crazy big summer events like that anymore. I mean, TGS is a huge event, but even TGS has kind of like gone down a little bit over the years in terms of announcements, and it's happening across all gaming events. Really, Game Awards was actually great last year though. I do minus Kingdom Hearts not being there. Game Awards actually did show off a lot of crazy stuff, but minus like the Game Awards, I feel like a lot of events, even previous Game Awards, really just companies announce things on their own terms, and it's because it makes sense. Like, why pay tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on how much they want to milk your pockets on marketing just that one event? Even though you get so many eyes on it, it's definitely worth it. But why do it when you know it's probably not like it's not doing what you wanted to. Like that marketing could easily go towards making the game better, or paying more of your devs, or just announcing the game on your own terms, like, because if Kingdom Hearts got an announcement at the Game Awards, or if it got an announcement, I don't know, on a random Tuesday afternoon next week, it's probably still going to get millions of views, because like everyone loves, they're excited for Kingdom Hearts, and Kingdom Hearts fans are going to boost the crap out of it, and it's going to be the only thing you see on Twitter if you're part of the gaming community. It's like, I think when you weigh your options in that sense, I don't work in the industry. I'm just a YouTuber and just a content creator, so I don't know nothing. But I would like to think when you weigh your options, it's probably just better to announce things on your own terms. Shoot, that's how it is in life. Period. Everyone wants to do things on their own terms. Even a business wants to. So before summer, I think is a little weird, but during summer, I think is likely, just because even with all the gaming events not going super crazy anymore, a lot of companies still like to announce things around summer. So around summer, you not only do have things like Summer Game Fest, that's when companies like Sony are more likely to do a state of play. Square Enix is more likely to do a Square Enix Presents. A lot of companies like to do their own little events and do their own little showcases during the summer periods. Even during E3 season, Square Enix had their own stage at E3. Nintendo has their own stage at E3. All these different companies have their own sections of E3 as they wanted to present things at. It's basically the same thing, but in the digital era, not in person. So summer, I think, just goes up because game announcements are more likely, period, during summer. But I'm hoping that we get to see KH4 before then, so we can have like a little bit of a marketing cycle this year that kickstarts, and then that marketing cycle snowballs into a release in 2026. And by the way, I tweeted this out on Twitter a couple of days ago. If you guys want to talk about the 7 and 13 coincidences, next year is the 7th anniversary for Kingdom Hearts 3. I just want to throw that out there. Kind of crazy. Nomura strikes again, bro.
Someone in the chat pointed out that there was also leaks of the Unversed showing up in Monstropolis
Yeah, there were.
before
I remember that.
D23. Yeah, that did happen.
The whole world got leaked, actually. I didn't believe the leak because I didn't want to believe KH3 leaks back then. And most of them were fake, but that was actually one of the first, like, big, real leaks.
Legitimate leaks.
Yeah. That was leaked, like, I want to say, like, 5 to 6 months before the game came out. Not the game, the trailer. My bad.
No, for the trailer, it was only like maybe a month.
Really? No, it was like, okay. I think because Monsters Inc. got revealed in February at that year's D23, and then it got revealed in like, it got leaked in like November or something, I want to say.
That's okay. So a
Oh,
couple
it was probably
months.
like a month or two. Yeah, you might be right.
Couple months, yeah. But yeah, so Square is definitely trying to avoid having further leaks because that just ruins their IP, that ruins their company. Um, Also, I think what they want to do is kind of, and I know this is probably not going to happen, but they're going to try to avoid a lot of the stuff that happened during their marketing for Kingdom Hearts 3, both on their side and on the fan side. That's kind of like the next topic I want to go into, just because I think we can all admit that there were mistakes that happened during the uh, marketing for Kingdom Hearts 3. You know, there was just too many trailers coming out. There was a lot of stuff being shown that was pretty important to the game's story, and therefore it kind of ruined the first time experience for a lot of people. Like the anti aqua thing that was first shown in the trailer, and that was a good like 9 months before, or no, not 9 months. I'm sorry, but a handful of months before Kingdom Hearts 3 actually came out, and then they kept showing Anti Aqua, and they even showed Sora fighting Anti Aqua.
Yeah.
There was the whole final battle trailer, great trailer, but showed
So
way too much.
I think the biggest issue with Kingdom Hearts 3's marketing, personally, right? I think it was all fine up until, I want to say, TGS. TGS was when it became too much. But even then, there are criticisms from before, because we can go back and nitpick a lot of things. But I think Kingdom Hearts 3's Disney Worlds heavily suffered. I love the Disney Worlds, by the way, in KH3. But I do think the worlds heavily suffered from every single Seeker of Darkness being shown in the trailer. Because how many Seekers of Darkness did we know about coming out of Dream Drop Distance? Not that many. We like
Six.
it was the main Xehanorts, right? It was the main
It was.
Xehanorts, and
We
then
didn't even know about Terrazanart. Like he hinted at it, but it was never
that that
revealed.
was an
But
obvious one a little bit, but yeah, for sure. Like,
yeah, Terranor was kind of obvious. But as far as like confirmed seekers, we only knew six. Young Xehanort, uh, Master Xehanort, Ansem, Zemnis, Zigbar, and the Syax. Which coincidentally, that was the same amount of organization members we knew of before Kingdom Hearts 2 came out. We only knew six.
exactly. And the thing is, they kept. I think they should have kept the mystery of at least some of the organization members. I get it though, why you would market that, because I totally understand why they would, because it definitely brings like all aspects of fans. And if you're a fan of Chain of Memories, you're interested in Marluxia. If you're a fan of I don't know, I don't know that that actually I'm thinking about, no, like I don't think they should have revealed every org member. Like there was really no
No,
reason to.
they definitely shouldn't have, especially when um
They actually showed
like
more than like they didn't only reveal the main org members, they also revealed the bench warmers. Even Demix and Vexen were revealed.
like if they hid Shion and Vanitas and just showed it Demix and Vex instead, that would have been better. Just because when Shion and Vanitas would have showed up, that would have been a surprise for us, right? And
Yeah,
then it would have left us questioning some stuff that we saw in the trailer, right? That's how it should be. Um, and to address something that someone pointed out that uh, Square can't control the fans. You're absolutely 100% right. Um,
completely agree.
and that was going to be like my next point on the topic, and that was that the fans were. I don't want to fully blame the fans for what happened with Kingdom Hearts 3's development, but I feel like on both sides, just because there were obviously leaks, there were people that got the game early and then started streaming or showing the ending for whatever reason.
To be fair though, like the person that leaked the game, like I can't like does the whole community really take the flack for like a guy who
No, they
who
don't.
took the
They don't.
game like at a shipping company and then sold it?
No,
Like
they don't.
I don't think the whole community
I
should
don't
take
even
flack
think
for that.
that the person that did that was a fan of Kingdom Hearts.
That's
He
what
just
I'm
knew that there
saying.
was a lot
Like
of marketing for the game and tried to make a quick buck off of it.
yeah, he straight up, like from my understanding, I'm pretty sure the guy like stole the game and then sold it, like straight up, like that's what happened. And it unfortunately was Kingdom Hearts. It could have been any game, but it was Kingdom Hearts, a game that hadn't come out yet.
But
Um,
just because he sold but
Fans did,
still,
you could
their
say fans did
fans
spread
still
it though.
bought the
Fans spread
game
it and
and
bought
then
it.
continued to stream and videotape and post all of the heavy spoilers all over the internet.
Yeah, it thing is, it's like that sucks though. It's like I don't. I don't know. I'll be the white knight for the community. Like I don't think that the community, the fans, should all take the brunt of that blame. Don't get me wrong. We, some people did spread that stuff, but I also heavily remember the community trying their hardest. The people who were like there, who were just, I feel like there was way more people trying to avoid it who did care about not seeing leaks than people who like did. Some people, I know friends of mine who looked at the leaks. Like I know friends of mine who straight up were like, dude, I don't care, bro. I don't care about leaks. I'm gonna just look at it. Some fellow content creators who I know did that, and I don't blame them for it. Like you do you. If you have access to it, do what you want. But I'm just saying, like there were so many people in the community who didn't spread it and weren't trying to spread it. Who tried to do the opposite and be like, hey. Guys, chill. Let's all get off the internet for the whole week and just avoid this stuff because it is just unfortunate that happened in Kingdom Hearts. So I don't know. I don't think the fans should be blamed for anything with KH3 because the source of all of it is I love Square Enix, but it is Square. Like Square Enix were the ones that showed off everything in the trailer. Square Enix were the ones that showed way too much. Like why are you showing Roxas reveal? They made the mistake in one of their edits of the trailers where they showed Ventus in one of the clips to one of the final trailers, and some people got spoiled that okay, Ventus is a party member at this point apparently, or maybe not a party member, but he's here. Like they made so many small mistakes with Kingdom Hearts 3's advertisement, and I think because of how big every trailer became for Kingdom Hearts 3, I think they just dipped their toes a little too much in the water. Like they ain't just dipped their toes in. They dove straight in. They went to the deep end with advertisements because it worked for them. KH3 became the highest selling game, but I think the only thing that I would say isn't Square Enix's fault is the game just being like stolen and leaked. Like that, I don't think any company could have prepared for that. And that guy, I'm pretty sure, I think they got arrested or something. Um, it's not everything before the game getting leaked like in people's hands. I do think isn't at fault of the fans. You could talk about expectations, you could talk about semantics with this and that, but like when you show Anti Aqua, when you show 15 Secrets of Darkness, you expect more. But in some situations, they gave you more. In some situations, it was exactly how it was in the trailer. Like how many times when you play Cage 3 did you go, oh, I remember that moment from the trailer. Oh, I remember that moment from the trailer. Okay, so this happened in the trailer, so that means this is going to happen next. Okay, well the Guardians can't all be dead because I saw Roxas in the Keyblade Graveyard in the Final Battle trailer or the TGS trailer. This X, Y, and Z hasn't happened yet, so I know that the Guardians aren't actually all dead. Imagine how good of a twist that would have been if we didn't see so many scenes after the fact. You know, it's like it's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
was
blame the
confused.
community for
I was
not.
confused because like Nomura was like, "Oh yeah, Roxas is one of the biggest secrets of Kingdom Hearts 3," but then you show Roxas
He
in a
thinks that
trailer.
just
I'm
because he
like,
didn't
"Yeah, we didn't
show.
have any answers for what Roxas was doing there, but you still showed him."
Yeah, but this isn't. We're not trying to just debate about KH3 marketing because we know the marketing definitely spoiled us a little too much. That is a topic for today's episode, though, and my idea when it comes to Kingdom Hearts 4 marketing, um, I think they should just mainly focus on the big Disney worlds. Focus on the Disney worlds. Show a little bit of story, not a lot. Honestly, I'm cool with no story at all. Like keep it completely like brief, obscure. Don't show me nothing. But I understand why they show story in their trailers because they don't do it with just Kingdom Hearts. They do it with Final Fantasy too. Final Fantasy trailers show a lot of stuff. I think a little less recently than before. But I remember Remake showed so much stuff in his trailers. When I look back at it, like I think they should mainly focus on Disney World and show like enough story to where you have a understanding of what the main plot is, but not to the point where you're like looking at reveals and like, oh, this character's in this game. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Like keep some stuff secret. Like personally, let's say Riku is playable in Quadratum. You could show that Riku is another big aspect of the game, but maybe don't show Yozora. Maybe keep Yozora obscure. Maybe you could show a screenshot of Yozora, maybe, but don't act like Yozora is a big part of the game. Like, don't do not show us anything past like the 50% point. If I'm being honest, aside from like a Disney World,
Mm-hmm.
keep
Now,
everything
I will
obscure.
point out that Kingdom Hearts 3 is not the only one that has done that. Um, that has happened for Kingdom Hearts 2, for Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah, they just show a lot. They have a different advertising philosophy there.
The advertising they didn't mind showing stuff that was past the halfway point for these games. So Kingdom Hearts 3 wasn't the only one, right? But Kingdom Hearts 3 was the biggest offender just because of its how it stood in the community.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like Kingdom Hearts 3's, I mean, it's also just the times, you know. Like, shoot, did you watch every single Dream Drop or Chain of Memories trailer when it was coming out? I doubt you did. Like,
I watched every Dream Drop trailer.
I can't even say I watched every Dream Drop trailer. So that I internet was just different. Like you didn't see every trailer of every game. Like nowadays, it's like if you're part of the community, you see everything. Back in the day, you could be part of the community and not know they dropped something. Or just be doing your own thing. So that's a part of just internet culture, just being popular. So I think that with KH3 just was a bad mix because KH3 probably would have gone away with it, away with all of that if it released in like 2005. You know what I mean? Um, so, what would we like to see though in a new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4? Since we're talking about trailers and marketing, like what exactly do we want to see? Like we're hoping for another trailer, but we also don't want them to make the same marketing mistakes. What exactly do we want to see more? What do we need another trailer for exactly? Like what are we hoping for?
Like what we hope to see.
Yeah.
Uh I definitely think that it should just be strictly gameplay stuff. Um don't show all of the gameplay stuff. Leave some of leave a lot of the good stuff just for us to discover on our own. But show the adaptation of combat in certain areas. There's maybe one or two unique gameplay styles that you want to show off that are specific to a world. That's fine. I also think it would be beneficial to maybe show if, as far as like story stuff goes, like you said, nothing past the halfway point. But Kingdom Hearts 4, if it has a halfway point like Kingdom Hearts 2 did, where there was just this end to the second act that was like humongous, the war at Hollow Bastion. If you have something similar to that in Kingdom Hearts 4, show that,
Yeah.
right? Because I'm sure that will garner a lot of hype, and you're not going to give much context to what's going on, and that only shows you stuff about halfway through the game. That still leaves the whole second half a complete mystery.
Yeah, I agree. I think they should just take the Remind approach with trailers. I think Remind was perfect. It was also advertising to a different audience, to be fair, but I think Remind was absolutely perfect with its advertising. It showed everyone exactly what they wanted to see. Mainly that final trailer where they started off with Final Fantasy characters, something everyone wanted to see, but they didn't show the whole interaction. They showed a very small part of the interaction, which just confirmed that more Final Fantasy characters were coming back to Kingdom Hearts. Then they proceeded to show a slight clip of explorable Scarlet Kylam, some playable characters. We saw this big surprise was Kairi, which they could have left Kairi a surprise, right? But I think that's just something really cool to sell the DLC. They didn't show the rest of the fight or anything. They showed a lot of they showed some of the data fights, and the data fights, what they showed was very brief. None of the music was spoiled, and the whole data fight experience was just done perfectly because like we didn't know most of the moves or anything, which a trailer isn't going to show that anyways. But like, man, some data fights that's not being shown at all was so cool because we went into some fights as completely blind, man. We had no idea what to expect, how they were going to reinvent these fights, and hearing the music, the remixes, like I was surprised that they even remixed all all the music. I thought they were just going to reuse songs like KH2 did, but man, they did such a good job with that in Limit Cut. And then with the Yazora ending was done perfectly with the whole like I've been having these weird thoughts lately, and them both saying
You
that
show
line,
him
bro.
walking into frame, and that's it.
That yeah, like that was peak. They didn't show none of Quadratum, none of Shibuya, nothing. They didn't show nothing. So when we transition the freaking Shibuya to the 104 building, your mind's going crazy. You're like, what is going on? Like, it's so sick, dude. That last Remind trailer was so freaking good, man. It was so good. That's what KH4 should be on. Now, I'm not expecting to be like popping up off my feet at every trailer. I probably will. But what I mean is they don't need to show crazy reveals or moments like that. Just what I'm saying is show us enough to get hyped, but don't show us so much that ruins the experience. I think KH3 wanted us to be more hyped about the reveals than they did the experience. You know what I mean? Like half of KH3's experience was just the hype cycle itself. And when we got to the actual game, a lot of stuff we had seen, especially if we analyze stuff. Now I am going to see a lot more than like the average person will, just because I've formed a career off of analyzing Kingdom Hearts frame by frames, and I'll probably do the same for KH4's trailers. But like, we don't want to like see that. I don't want to be able to analyze every speck of the trailer and like spoil everything. I do it because it's fun, not just because I'm a YouTuber. I also do it because it's like, dang man, I love Kingdom Hearts this much. But it's like they just need to not spoil it too much. But we've been on this topic about spoilers and marketing for quite a bit. With KH4, my biggest thing that I want to see Star Wars, man. I want to see the Disney Worlds. I want to see Star Wars. I want to see Moana. That's what I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see that and some maybe some form changes or something. That's my hype. I need to see Star
Okay,
Wars, especially.
here's what they should do. They should show, by the time Kingdom Hearts 4 releases, we should know of 2 form changes, and we should know of 3 worlds. That's it.
They're gonna show all the worlds. I'm
I
not gonna lie.
know, but a girl can dream.
Yeah, but like, okay, story is one thing, right? But Disney World, I'm not gonna lie. If I was Square, I would spoil every Disney World because that is free marketing, like straight up. Like you're partnering with Disney. You're telling me you have Star Wars in your game and you don't advertise it? And that is throwing. Like that is so throwing. If you have Moana in your game and you don't advertise it, they're going to show every world. They're going to. Like there is no reason not to. As like just advertising as a company, there is no reason not to. The worlds they probably could keep secret are the original ones though. Maybe. Not saying the original worlds don't sell the game because they do as well. Like people will definitely buy the game if they see Traverse Town or something. But I don't know, like the Disney, like a lot of people who are probably going to buy the game if they see Traverse Town are probably going to buy the game anyways. So like Disney World not showing that, 100% throwing it's a big throw if they don't show them. But I want to see Star Wars. That's my hope. Star Wars, I'm a big Star Wars fan. Not necessarily a modern Star Wars. I'm more of a prequel slash OG trilogy fan. Honestly, not even that. I'm way more of a Clone Wars era fan. I mean, Clone Wars the show. I love the Clone Wars
Yeah,
show.
I'm a prequel fan.
Yeah, so I definitely align
Give
with prequels.
give me a lightsaber keyblade, and while you're at
Lightsaber
it,
Keyblade.
please show Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, and
That would be sick.
if you can square, put in the Wasteland from Epic Mickey. I will announce this till I die.
I've been hearing so many people talk about the Wasteland from Epic Mickey as a war. I've been hearing about that for like 15 years, or however long Epic Mickey's been out.
Bro, it's basically another version of Kingdom Hearts.
I need to finish Epic Mickey.
You haven't finished Epic Mickey?
Be honest with you.
What's
No.
wrong with you?
No. I just haven't, man. I haven't had the chance to finish it, man. I need to play Rebrushed. Oswald
Oh, you need to finish it.
Wasteland. Yes, I can just hear you face palming in the background, bro.
Oh, you have no idea.
So we've talked a lot about KH4. Um, so we let's talk like briefly about Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. This isn't a Missing Link episode. We're mostly focused on KH4, but we have to bring up Missing Link if we're going to talk about KH4 in some capacity. So Missing Link's delay wasn't a huge surprise, but it definitely sucks when compounded with Kingdom Hearts 4's weight, in my opinion. So that's why people aren't getting on Missing Link as much. Like the reaction to Missing Link getting delayed, it was definitely some disappointment, but it was also a lot of just okay, take your time, we're chilling because the main thing people want is KH4. Now, when I saw that Birth by Sleep post, the initial post under the Birth by Sleep Crossroads statement Nomura made, the initial post under Twitter were all talking about Kingdom Hearts 4, which was crazy to me. Well, not crazy, but just like it's crazy to see how many people are like going feral for KH4 compared to Missing Link. Now, of course, one's a mobile game and one's Kingdom Hearts 4, man. There was a period where Kingdom Hearts 3 was like an invisible number to us. Now we're at 4, Kingdom Hearts 4. Uh but yeah, like Missing Link, I think it comes out this year. I'm hopeful. If I think we're going to get KH4 trailers, I definitely think we're going to get Missing Link. How do you feel about Missing Link?
I definitely think Missing Link is a strong possibility. Nomura said he wanted to release Missing Link around warmer weather that would encourage people to use the location features in Missing Link.
Right.
So I definitely think that um, it will come around maybe May or June. That would also be around the time that Nomura would have marketing for Kingdom Hearts 4 kind of just pop out. So it would be perfect. You know, people are now playing Missing Link while enjoying the marketing for Kingdom Hearts 4. I think that would work out really well.
Yeah, that honestly to me, that sounds good. I think if they were that confident in reaching a 2024 release window, which I'm sure at the beginning of 2024, they were probably like, yeah, we'll finish this year. And then as 2024 kept going on, they're like, maybe maybe not. But a release window of 2025, I think is more likely just by result, by association with the idea that they wanted to reach a 2024 release date, unless it got like super delayed, like indefinitely, completely. Um, I still think we probably get some missing link announcements coming, maybe within the next couple of months. You know, they're preparing for warmer weather, so shoot, maybe we'll see it sometime soon. It's going to get warmer in just a couple of months, so hopefully, hopefully. I don't know.
Yeah. Um, Honestly, I like I I really want um Missing Link to come out soon, just because I talked with a lot of people, you included, John, about like us making some kind of Missing Link guild.
Oh yeah, we gotta have the biggest missing link guild, bro. That has
We
to
we,
be.
we need to make that guild.
We have to do it. I mean, sure, I hope the multiplayer is fun. It looks really fun. That's one of the most exciting things about Missing Link to me, the multiplayer. I'm super interested in just whenever any Kingdom Hearts game has multiplayer. I I try my best to keep Melody of Memory multiplayer like going. I was having a lot of fun with the doing versus mode. You guys cooked me, Noir cooked me, Cavern cooked me. I was getting cooked by everybody in Melody of Memory. I suck at rhythm games, but shoot, it was a blast, man. It was so much fun playing with the community, and I think I want a Kingdom Hearts game that during waits like this, if we had like just a consistent online game, we could just hop on, like, hey, yo, hop on Missing Link, hop on this cage fighting game, you know, like it. That would be so sick. That would be so sick.
Honestly, with the multiplayer, I think is probably going to be my favorite part of Missing Link, just because I'm just gonna hop into his Discord and be like, "Yo, we getting a raid going or what? Let's go."
That would be funny. From the gameplay footage I've seen of Missing Multiplayer, you could find on YouTube a channel by the name of Dive Hearts, I believe, has a lot of footage of Missing Link on their channel. Same with Damo and many of the people who are in that region where they could play Missing Link. That beta looked like it was a lot of fun. I heard the GPS feature was a little finicky, and I theorize that is why it's taking so long, because they probably want Missing Link to just be the permanent Kingdom Hearts mobile game, because this game is probably going to be around for a couple of years. Unless it's just a massive failure at launch, this game will probably be around for the next half a decade, or probably the rest of the 2020s at least, right? Um, which is half a decade. But anyhow, though, do you have any like closing thoughts about Kingdom Hearts 4, predictions regarding like when we'll see it this year? To be clear, I think we'll see it around summer at a Square Enix Presents. I don't. I do think there's a little bit of a possibility that we do actually see it presents next month, and the only reason I say that I like believe that to a degree is because Square doesn't really have that much releasing this year aside from Rebirth on PC. So like I think they need to do an announcement sometime within the next couple of months, just showing what they have this year, whether it's smaller titles, bigger titles. Square Enix's pipeline is kind of empty right now.
Honestly, yeah, the pipeline is a little empty. I think that if the February thing is a bust, then June is probably when we'll see Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah, I think that's as good of a time as any. A lot of people in the chat pointed out the 20th anniversary, or well, I said 20th anniversary, the 23rd anniversary for Kingdom Hearts, which will be at the end of March, and on April 10th, it will have been 3 years since Kingdom Hearts 4 was announced, and I do kind of think that because it's been 3 years, I don't think Square should let it get to 3 years, but it's probably going to happen. I think when 3 years happens, I think Square Enix, Nomura, whoever, will look in the mirror and be like, "Wow, we really haven't announced anything about this game in 3 years. What are we doing?" Like, I hope someone looks in the mirror, does that, and is just like, "Oh, Okay, let's show something. That's what I'm thinking. Kingdom Hearts
Yeah.
3's anniversary is this month as well. Yeah, it's the sixth anniversary for KH3 though. I think six is like a weird number to announce something on, but yeah, I mean, they could do something on the sixth anniversary.
Yeah. And I think it's pretty much all we wanted to talk about, right?
Yeah, pretty much just Kingdom Hearts 4 predictions, missing link, uh, marketing. We talked a lot about marketing, a lot more about marketing than I thought we would. But there's a lot to say on that topic. There's a lot of semantics when it comes to marketing and the community, and man, so much stuff happened in the final months of Kingdom Hearts 3. Like it's crazy. Like we were even pretty good with Kingdom Hearts 3 till like the last 6 months, I'd say, of the marketing cycle. Maybe like last 4 months, more so last 4 months, and that's when the leaks happened. Trailers kept popping up that were spoiling the game. It was getting kind of bad, but regardless, though, hopefully it doesn't happen with Kingdom Hearts 4. I'm confident Kingdom Hearts 4 will be a great game. Shoot, it might be my new favorite video game. Kingdom Hearts 3 is my favorite video game. I love Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is my favorite franchise. Kingdom Hearts 3 is my favorite Kingdom Hearts game. Hopefully KH4 is at least as good, if not better, than Kingdom Hearts 3, and I can have a new favorite game to yell in everyone's ears about. Thank you guys so much for coming out to today's episode of the Datascape. I really appreciate you guys. We have a episode available on Patreon talking about Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. If you want to get away from the Kingdom Hearts 4 and Missing Link Doom and Gloom talk. The episode after that, if you guys want a little teaser, I think we're going to be doing a Versus 13 episode. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that live or if we're going to do it pre-recorded, but shoot, I'll be sure to let you guys know. If it's live, you'll see it scheduled. If it's pre-recorded, you'll see it upload, probably on the Patreon as well. Anyways, become a patron. Follow the Patreon. Subscribe to the Patreon. Whatever the word is. Become a patron. Is that it? I don't think it's subscribing or anything. Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming out to the Datascape. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for talking it up in the chat. I've been reading your guys' comments as we've been talking. Noir mentioned a couple of your guys' comments during the stream. By the way, if you're wondering the results of that poll earlier, 91% of people do think Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to show up this year. That is
How many
pretty.
votes?
That's pretty crazy. Out of around 40 people, not bad. But anyways, though, thank you guys a lot for coming out to the live stream. My name is Prodigy,
My name is Laura Bomber.
and we will talk to you guys another time. Peace out, you guys. Bye.